Before being diagnosed with bowel cancer, life was going great. We just relocated back to Wellington from the Central Coast. Katie and I were living up the coast for 2 years so I could pursue my football career, and we got married in December 2017 and then got back from our honeymoon and was up the coast, and then we found out that Katie was pregnant and due in September with our first little bub. We talked and we knew that our family supports and our friends were back here in Wellington, so we made the decision to move back and be around our family. It was going great. Katie was back in a shop, working in a business, and and I got a new job here and helping out with the Wellington, playing football with the Wellington Cowboys, and we were training every day and preparing ourselves
for this exciting time in our life.
Yeah,
we were just about to have a baby. And the best time of our life. Everything was amazing. Everything was happy. It was just such an exciting time.
Our bub was going to be due in September.
30-something weeks, and you had your little routine.
Yeah.
Check. We just thought, we'll get this over and done with. You need to have your colonoscopy once the baby's here, everything's just going to be too busy, and we'll just be focused on the baby. So just get that over and done with, and we can move on. So that happened, and then life just changed. I said, see you to Justin, just said, see you in a few hours, they'll give me a call when you're ready. And I just went off on my way and had a coffee and a bit of a shop and a browse and get a phone call, and it was Justin. And I said, what are you doing? He said, you need to come up to the hospital. And he didn't sound great. And I said, what's going on? He said, just get to the hospital. So I raced straight back up to the hospital, and initially they wouldn't let me in, and I was like, what's going on? Like, my husband needs me. He's saying, like, he doesn't sound very well. He's just had a colonoscopy. I need to be with him. Anyway, they eventually let me in, and as soon as I opened the curtain and I saw the look on his face, my heart just sank, and I can still picture it now. Sorry. Actually, I haven't really spoken about this. And I just knew something was wrong straight away. Just the look on his face, my heart just sank. And he said, I have cancer. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, I have bowel cancer. He wasn't even properly come out of his anaesthetic or anything. He was still sort of half dazed, and he said, I don't know, I just heard the word cancer. That's what they said. And I just hugged him and we cried, and we just didn't know. It was just all unknown. We still wanted answers, and the nurse came in and she looked at us and she smiled and she said, it's going to be okay. The doctor's going to come back and see you, and he'll explain what's going on, and you're going to be okay.
Knowing that you've had been told you've had cancer, sitting there thinking, like, am I going to die from this? What am I going to do? I still remember driving in the car from Dubbo to Wellington and crying all the way home, like just instantly crying, and just feelings that I couldn't control because I just did not know what was going on. I've been told that I've had cancer, but in your head you're thinking, well, how long have I got to go? Like,
the first word you think of when you hear cancer is
am I going to see my little boy grow up? Am I going to live a happy marriage life with Katie? It all goes through your mind, and not knowing what the world of unknown. They've just opened this big door, and you don't know. Well, 6 days later, after I found out I was diagnosed with cancer, our little boy was born in a healthy environment, and it changed our lives forever.
Best day of our life.
And as we say, is our little blessing in disguise.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody was watching over us in that time. They gave him to us at the perfect time, like the exact time we needed it. You're having a bad day and you just look down at him and see him, and he needs us. So that was Justin's fight. He had to fight for his little boy and for his family. Like, he was our motivation, he was our strength, he was everything to us. Like, he got us through our days and our family. Like, we couldn't have done it without them, being with them and them helping us through the whole process. We've never had to ask anything. They've always been there and willing to help with anything needed. As our small community, like, of Wellington, they've just been amazing. Like, total strangers have come up and offered their support, and if anything they could do. We've just got a beautiful community that we live in, and we're very blessed.
The fundraiser was amazing. When we could see people, like it only took a few hours for it to be sold out, and there was 400 and something tickets sold within, like, just snapped up like that. And there was a part of the night where Katie and I and Boss got up on stage, and we looked down and just seen everyone there. And there was people that travelled a half an hour from Wellington, and there's people that travelled 5 hours from Sydney, the Central Coast, everywhere, to support us on that night.
Knowing that they were there just for us.
It was very emotional to stand there and watch them clap and know that they've got our back, and we're not going through this journey alone. So I was in Sydney just after surgery, and Kate and I had a fair few hours of in between sitting there talking about things and life and everything, and then we got to talking about the situation we're in, and Kate and I were just like, we need to put a positive spin on this.
What can we do?
What can we do as a little part to spread this awareness out? And me being so involved with rugby league, and WACHS being the major sponsor of the football club, we said, oh well, how great would it be if we had a Bowel Cancer Awareness Day, and get a set of jerseys and get the boys to play in them jerseys and spread this awareness out. So we got back and we spoke to our football club about that, and they were fully supportive. We spoke to WACHS. They started supporting the event, and they said we'll support anything. So then we got the lead up to that, and we were lucky enough to get some videos done and some photos done, and we had jerseys, the colour of the Bowel Cancer Australia colours for Bowel Cancer Awareness Month, and our first graders wore them jerseys. We raised awareness, but also we got to auction the jerseys off, and all proceeds went to Bowel Cancer Australia. It was just an amazing day all in all. So the lead up to that, we got some really good awareness out there through the newspapers and the news and the radios and everything like that.
Just to start a conversation, just so people know, aware, and talk about it, and know that it's not an old person's disease. Is the line they always say, and you're never too young. Justin was 26. Like, people don't get bowel cancer at 26, but yeah, they do.
So post-surgery, we finished my 6 months of chemo, and and then a few weeks after finishing chemo, I've went and had a CT scan and a blood test, and we got some really good results of that. But our next journey, we don't know what's ahead of us. But one thing I know, and I'm forever grateful for, I know that I've got Katie and Boss and our families beside me for whatever happens in our lives. It just really shows what support we do have out there, and the best thing we've got is got each other. So we can fight any battle together, and it's made us a lot stronger, and just forever grateful that we have each other, and our future looks bright.